performance of right number 3, with the Tibetan right number 3, which I find excellent for posture. Okay, so if you will go there and pick up the camera and point it towards me, I'm going to demonstrate it. Okay, I'm going to do it right on the floor here. So I find this very good to keep that upper part of your torso very straight. Now go over here with the camera and show the feet the way the feet are. So you put your feet like that. All right. Then you put your hands in back like this. Don't move that stand. Don't move the stand. Okay, got it? Then you start by placing your chin in your chest like this. Then you're going to inhale and move back like this. Exhale. Inhale. Right, you do that a few times every day. Your turn now. Get on the floor. This is a weird movie.
All right.
All right.
So I put my legs down.
Yeah, and your toes.
Yeah. How?
Yeah. Put your. Look. No. You got to put the toes. Look.
They should be flat.
Yeah. Put this.
Okay.
Show me. See, not flat, like this. See, bent? Toes bent?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So you got to get that first.
So I go down like that then.
Kneel. That's right. That's right. Now put your hands on your buttocks.
Okay.
No, a little. Yeah. Okay. Now, way down like this. That's right. Put pressure on your chest. That's it. Now inhale as you lift the head. Inhale and go all the way back here. Here mainly, not right. Forward. Exhale. Good. Inhale. All the way back. More. Okay, forward. Exhale. Good. And one more time. Inhale. That's it. And forward, exhale. Good. That's it.
Tibetan.
That's the
Right 3.
Tibetan right number 3. That's all that I require. I find it helps the posture a great deal. Now, if you want,
would I do that in the morning or something, or just whenever you want?
Mornings are always good, but in America, in this modern world and planet Earth, who's got time in the morning for anything? It's just rush to work. Fortunately, I was never that way, but I was still influenced by it. I just refused to abide by what everybody else is doing. So, I had to pay my price. Okay, the next thing is about your savings.
Right.
And I will tell you a story about that. A few years back, quite a few years back, I was living on Miami Beach, and my brother came to visit me one day, and my brother is a millionaire. And I never paid any attention to money. I lived from $1 to the next dollar, Art was everything. There's nothing wrong with money. It's the use of the money. So I saw that he was doing very well in life, and I said, well, how come I don't do this? I don't know anything about money. So I went to my library, and I pulled out a book that I had bought a few months before, which is Charles Given's Wealth Without Risk, which I hadn't read. I thought it was too complicated. That's for people with money. Started reading it, looked up all the words that I didn't understand, the nomenclature that is used for money, and within 9 months, straightened out my whole financial life. I didn't even know credit companies existed. Credit card? What the hell was that? The credit card. Never heard of it. I didn't know anything. And one of the things I learned in that book, or one of them, I read a lot of his books, was this technique about your savings. It brought so much confidence. It was incredible. Within 1 year, I had $10,000. Never had that much money at one time. And all I did was put 10% of all the money I made. I made a game out of it. It was very interesting.
So did you do like, what, by week or every 2 weeks, or how
Doesn't matter how you do it, just do it. The game I played was, since my employment is not regular like most people,
Right,
so I give a few classes today and I made so much money, I take 10% of that and put it in a jar.
Because you know what I think today, most people are so strapped with, how am I going to do that? I got to pay my bills. But really, you should pay yourself first, right?
You pay yourself first. That's right.
Yeah.
No matter how much. And listen, owing money is no big deal.
Yeah.
I owed a lot of money. And all I did, pick up the phone and said, listen, I really want to pay you. I'm going to pay you. I'm trying hard. I'm just having difficulty. And they like you.
Right.
They help you. It's so simple.
Just be in communication.
Just be in communication so they know that you're not running away.
Right.
And get personal with them. Tell them, listen, I just got a used card. Somebody hit me. I'm fixing it up. I'm going to sell it. I'm doing the best I can. But I just want you to know that I don't operate in a negative way. Whatever is yours, you got coming to you. And they like you. It's no big problem. So in a short time, I had the goal is $10,000. I had $10,000. Now get a load of this. You got to promise yourself in writing that you will never, to the end of your life, touch that $10,000. Because the minute you do, your confidence went. At least in the beginning. You don't touch it. The money is what you are your investment in confidence. It's your investment in protection. It's a psychological.
But what if, like, my AC breaks down in my house? I don't touch that 10,000?
Don't touch that 10,000 unless it's a matter of death or life. If it's a matter of life or death, well, you have to.
Right.
But other than that, there's no reason. Hey, the air conditioner broke down, you go fix it. Pull up a friend and fix it. People make everything so complex. I'm not saying that you do it.
Right.
But being in this business, I come across this all the time. People make everything so difficult. Life is not difficult at all. So, I see here that you have circled the star, which means you actually have started it.
Yeah.
Very good. You're responsible for your own advancement. Yeah, very good. Okay, then item number 8 is the philosophy that transforms worry, rush, false pride, and arrogance. And just checking with my copy, because my copy is the latest, on page 11. Okay. So, you read that, The philosophy that, yeah, it's on page 17 in the book, or somewhere in here. You need to read that. When we get to that point, we'll read it just so that they know what we're talking about here. Then we have weak voice, strong voice. That's on page 125 in the textbook, and we're going to make a tape of the voice. We don't need to do it for you because you had all my vocal courses,
Right.
so we don't need to do it. But that is just a simple voice exercise, number 1 and 2, that you're familiar with, for the average student. He's not going to be a singer, but he needs to develop the power. He has to go, you got to get it out.
Okay.
Question?
There was 2 words that you said to, I don't know if I'm getting ahead,
Yeah.
those
right
2
there.
words. How do you pronounce those 2
Okay,
words?
that's-
Because I think if somebody looks at that, they're going to, I mean, I know that's my first thought. Am I saying it correctly, or how do I say it? Can you just,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the 2 words to develop consonant dams. 50% of this course is based on consonant dams. What is a dam? What is its function? What is a dam?
Well, I believe it's to stop something, right?
Yeah, it stops the flow of the water, the force of the water. And in speech, it stops the flow of the vowel. Ah, as long as it keeps going, nothing happens. But
So
the
you-
minute you put a consonant at the end, we discussed this the last time,
Right.
when you put the consonant, because that was the introduction to today, when you put the consonant like say T,
Right.
ah, that's what gives the psychic energy. So 50% of this course is based on that. It's a certain articulation so that when you speak, you're constantly alive, constantly manufacturing energy. The more I talk, the more alive I get. That's the whole secret.
Right.
The 2 words to develop that are, and here you don't do it in just one day. You could do it for a few months. And I will be asking that of you from now on at the beginning of every class, as certain things I ask you all the time. Same things. The words are Irkutsk,
Irkutsk.
right? Irkutsk. Irkutsk, Irkutsk, Irkutsk.
Irkutsk. Irkutsk. Irkutsk.
You got it. You've been practicing this. Second word. Kamskt. Kumskt. Kumskt. Kumskt.
Kumsk. Kumsk.
The only thing that you could do a little bit better is move it forward into the mask, which is right here, into the front of the nasal cavity. Otherwise you get it too much in the back, which would be Kumsk. Kumsk. No, you want to get it in the front. Comes, comes, comes.
Kumsk. Kumsk. Kumsk.
I can't hear the S or the T.
Kumsk. Kumsk. Kumsk.
Can't hear the K and the T. Comes.
Kumsk. Kumsk. Kumsk.
Got it. Very good. Okay, item 11, you're going to read it at home. Confusion, clear study. Then comes purpose in life. What a wonderful process this is. What a wonderful process. You did this in another course already.
Right.
And item 13 is discovering your purpose in life process. This was discovered by Jim Leonard. He is an author who's a friend of mine. I had a few sessions with him in person. And he discovered a breathing process called vivation. It was a breathing process when I was going through my first transformation because of the phobia. He showed me that. It's a little scary, but it's interesting. They did some improvement with it. But anyway, the guy's a real nice guy, and he wrote a book called the can't think of the book's name. Right
So, but the vivation, is that something that's in the course, or is that just something that you had learned?
now. Vivation. That's the name of the book. Is Vivation.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Vivation.
Vivation.
And he discovered that process.
Right.
And it's very interesting. I mean, you can do it on your own.
Okay.
I was just going through a very, very bad time, and that breathing, I found it a little difficult. Now, the purpose in life process, this is given in class. And since you've already done it, there's no point.
Right.
Now, what I'm going to do is just give the questions for people to do it by themselves, okay? Discovering your purpose in life process. And, okay, so you have discovered your purpose in life, I gather?
Yeah.
What is your purpose in life? Read it to me if you have it.
Yeah, do I have it? Let's see if I... You know what? I think I had printed it out.
You printed it out?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because this is
I
old
think you
one.
did too.
Uh,
Got it?
yeah, I think this is it.
Okay. Read it out loud.
My intention is to live in spirit for the highest good, in service to others, first as a teacher and creative recording artist, producing educational and aesthetic materials, having no perception or expectation of what being in service looks like each day, eliminating the appearance of fear and doubt so that all people can function fully in a world of joy and peace, being able to release the possibility of creation and manifestation in a real world, in a foundation of trust and belief, while surrendering control to all miracles to happen.
That's excellent. You didn't read that to me before.
I didn't read it?
No?
No.
No. This is, I remember now, I asked you to do it over.
Right.
It's very good. And even though it's a little bit idealistic, you practical because you put in there one word, teaching. You're an educator. That's your purpose in life. Now, your purpose in life didn't change because of this process. The process, all the process did in your case was accentuate the purpose which you already had, which was teaching, which is your professor, Professor Consiglia. So that's your purpose in life, is through all of these aesthetic products to push education, to teach people. Did you specify any particular age or?
No, I didn't really specify.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Now, I'm going to read mine also, just so you can see what I've done. I did this years ago.
Right.
And in the first couple of months, it changed a little bit, and then it stayed the same. Hold on one second. Okay, I am so happy with that one that you wrote, that you should print it on the computer and then put it in the frame like this.
Okay.
So I got it on the wall, my students can see, and I can see it. From time to time, if I get a little wishy-washy, I go back to this.
Okay.
And I look at it to remind me. Statement of My Life's Purpose by Magno. My purpose is to use my intelligence, my ability to teach, my sense of harmony, and ability to read others by, one word, teaching. Enlightening others to become their own masters, and through all the activities that I like, help to eliminate the anti-civilization and bring in the new one, so that the world can become a landscape of great beauty, where life is based on honesty, objective principles, the biological needs of humanity, and where pleasure is experienced in innocence, in romantic love and erotic sex, where family is an inspiration and people are free from slavery to their own and others' conditioned minds. That's my purpose in life. You notice I put down all the traits that are good, that I consider important, and I focused it all on teaching, and through the teaching I help bring about the new civilization. And more as I do this, it's going in that direction. I think I just about have it figured out what is lacking for people on this planet at this time in life. I figured it out what's missing, and I'm working on that right now. Always keep an eye on my website at page 7,
Okay.
which is called The Path of Hidden Knowledge, because there's a new update there, but I'm still working on editing it because it's so hard to work on a website.
Yeah.
And right now it's a little messy, but it's getting there. So always go in there at least once a week. There's always updates, and I'm getting closer to what it's all about.
So now, when you wrote that, did you change it over time?
Yeah.
So just
The first
each
3
time-
months,
Yeah.
daily I worked on it.
Oh, okay.
And then it kept changing a little bit, and finally came up with what I considered perfect. And I haven't changed it since.
Right. Okay.
So that's the story there. Then you need to create a personal symbol, but before you do, I want to go over the purpose in life process for those who haven't had the pleasure of doing it here. So, follow me on this. You did all this already.
Right.
Purpose in life process you put at the top of the page. Then on the left you put number 1. And you write down this question. If I had the power to make the world be any way at all, how would I choose for it to be? And then you answer that as succinctly and short as possible. Then you go to number 2, question number 2. List 10 things I like about myself. And let me clarify things for you. Things are not my car.
Mm, right.
Things about you, your hair, your type of skin you have. Things I like about myself. My intelligence, my ability, my ability to comprehend, my speed of thought, any of those things. Those are things about yourself. You make 10. Step number 3. List the 3 most significant in the order of importance. Out of those 10, you pick 3 and put them in order of importance. I like my blah blah blah. Number 2, number 3. You put 3 of them, the ones you are most significant. Number 4 is another list. List 10 activities that I like to engage in that are expressions of the 3 above. Must end in ing. Now you look at the 3 above, the 3 things you like, and you list 10 activities that are based on those 3 things. Okay? Simple as that. And you write them down. Then, step 5, list the 3 most significant activities. Out of those 10 activities, I wrote down years ago, teaching, singing, reciting. Reciting, communicating.
Right.
So with me, a lot of it is the word, the communication. Okay, once you've done that, you go to step 6, and you create a statement of purpose. My purpose is to use my intelligence, that's what I put down before,
Right.
my ability to teach, and my voice by teaching, singing, and communicating so that the world can become a landscape of great beauty and pleasure, where pleasure is, where people's minds are free from slavery slavery to themselves or others. Okay, that was the beginning of my statement.
Okay.
Then I developed it as I went along.